Jeremiah Richardson here from Prodigy Worldwide Marketing, also foronlinesuccess.com. And I had talked to an elderly rich gentleman today, and he said the key to happiness is when your life is not about you anymore. I'm talking about when you're not living a small life. I'm saying you're being able to help your wife, your husband. Also, though, your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your church, your neighborhood, maybe your children's classrooms, things like that. When you're not living a small life. And the Bible says, what a man reaps, what a man sows, he will reap. So that means we have to plant those seeds. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Whose field are you planting into? Are you planting your own field? Or are you just planting into, whoever you're working for's field? 97% of America right now sowing in somebody else's field. 95% of America sowing into other people's estates, futures. And what about yours? What about your family and your neighborhood and your life? And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Yeah, me and you, we all know those hard, quality working people that are working their butts off day in and day out, and they have some of the lowest paying jobs. Why are they working so hard? Because they have to provide themselves for, the family. Everyone knows why we all work, but my question is, why not do something for yourself? Why are you only planting in other people's fields? If you're a day laborer, that means you're laboring day in and day out, and you're getting paid every Friday, every other Friday, and that's perfectly okay because we know you have to put food on the table. But entrepreneurship usually begins with an idea, and business has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if you're a business owner, you get for the harvest. The harvest is where the owner gets paid, and a day laborer gets paid every Friday or every other Friday. And if you're going to work so hard, the day laborer's job is working so hard to till the field, to plant the field, to water the field, and to help harvest the field. But the business owner gets paid at harvest. That's what you need to have in your life, able to have a harvest. If you haven't positioned yourself to get a harvest, well, now's the time to do it. Wake up and start planting into your own field. It might have to be after work, after hours. It might have to be that little bit of time you have on a Saturday and a Sunday. Maybe just a time that you set apart from just working someone else's field, tilling someone else's field, watering someone else's field, and being there from 8 to 5 over in somebody else's field, and start your own field. And on top of that, I know a lot of people said, man, well, I have started. And, I've talked to those people that have said, hey, I want to see how you're doing, or let's first see how much money you're making, then I'll start. The Bible says, substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. It's that faith. God gives you the ability to gain wealth, which is awesome, but He does not give you wealth. He gives you the ability. That would just be like if you ask for patience. He's going to give you those situations to where you can develop your patience. Well, this is one of those situations. Develop a way that you can start planting yourself an own field, planting yourself an own harvest. You know that wealth, it's not 10 or more hours at my forklift driving job. Or let me just put in an extra 10, 15 hours at my job. You're putting an extra 10, 15 hours into somebody else's fortunes, into somebody else's futures, and that's alright if you just need it to get by. But after you're getting by, after you're making it paycheck to paycheck, start something on your own. Develop your own business. Jobs are giving you a false sense of security, and I'm not saying you in general, but in general, America thinks that job is secure. Jobs are, hey, paycheck to paycheck, and that's perfectly okay. I know that jobs do give you paychecks every Friday or every other Friday. That's not what I'm saying, but what I am saying is, well, what happens when that job gets sick and tired of you? Or what happens when there's not enough fields to plant in? What happens when there's not enough harvest so they have to lay people off? All of a sudden, there's no more security when you're out there on your own, and you didn't have a plan B. So develop yourself a plan B. Develop something that will give you security, something that no one can take from you because it's yours. No one can take your field away from you. Being broke doesn't make you better than anyone. Just like being rich or making money does not make you better than anyone. I'm not trying to tell people you need to be better than people, because that's one of the things that negative people and broke people are saying about people with money. He thinks he's better than someone else. No one thinks they're better, but it does give you some options that broke people just don't have. It gives you freedoms that some people just won't have. Money will not make you happy, but I guarantee you being broke won't make you happy either. So tell me this, which one would be better? I'd rather be not happy and have money than not happy and be broke. Ultimately, the goal is to be happy. Wealth is measured in time, and it's also not just talking about money. We want to help you develop yourself full spectrum. I'm talking about 360 degrees. You want to have a good family life. You want to have your bills paid. You want to be able to help people. You want to be able to give back. Money just gives you the options to do things that some people don't have other options to do. And maybe you just don't have a place to go plant your seeds. Maybe you don't have a way to go find, hey, I just need a way to get better. I need a way to do something. I need a way to provide for my family a plan B. Well, give me a call. I'll definitely help you do that. No problem. I'll point you in the right directions. There's some things that we can do just to maybe get you started in whatever you'd like to get into as far as what you're passionate about. I'm Jeremiah Richardson. Once again, I hope this was a heart-to-heart with you. I hope this gets you inspired to do something for yourself. You guys have good nights. I'll talk to you later.